What do you think is the greatest treasure in the Vatican? Is it the gold in the mosaics or the ancient Roman statues? What about a 12th century copy of the Torah? No, I'm not kidding. It's real and it's known as the Vatican Hebrew Codex, Codex 120. It's not just any old book. It's a masterpiece of Jewish calligraphy and an incredible example of the Masoretic text of the Torah. The Masoretic text is the version of the Torah that Christians and Muslims are also familiar with, as it formed the basis for the Old Testament in both the Christian and Islamic traditions. This particular manuscript was most likely created in northern Italy around 1150 CE, when Jewish communities were flourishing in cities like Mantua, Pisa, and, yes, Rome. The sheer number of corrections and the care taken in copying the text shows the high regard with which the Jewish scribes held the Torah. Even more impressive is that this was done over 1,000 years ago. The book is written in a beautiful Italian script, and the ink is so precise it looks like it was written yesterday. But what makes it so special is the tiny scribbles in the margins. They contain some of the earliest known examples of the Masoretic tradition, a set of rules developed by Jewish scholars in the late 1st century CE to preserve the text of the Torah. The Masoretes were particularly concerned with the vowels and cantillation, the musical intonation used when reciting the Torah. These marginal notes contain some of the earliest known examples of a phenomenon called criticus moricis, in which the Masorete scribes wrote in the margins how to properly pronounce certain words or names. They also indicate the proper spelling of words and the number of letters in each word, as well as other scribal and linguistic notes. For instance, in Exodus 20:16, the scribe has noted the pronunciation of the name Jethro in the margin. He also wrote in the number of letters in the word to make sure it was spelled correctly. And in Deuteronomy 6:18, the scribe has noted the pronunciation of the name Adonai in the margin. These marginal notes are some of the earliest examples of the Masoretic tradition, a set of rules developed by Jewish scholars in the late 1st century CE to preserve the text of the Torah. Because of their efforts, we have a much better understanding of how the Hebrew Bible should be read. And because of this codex, we have a tangible reminder of their dedication and precision. The Vatican Hebrew Codex is now part of the private collection of His Holiness Pope Francis and is kept at the Vatican Library. It may not be as famous as the Sistine Chapel, but for those who know its story, it's just as impressive.